Hello, trainers. Welcome to the channel. My name is Connor, your friendly tall grass gamer. Pokemon Day has come and gone, and we have just begun the celebrations for the 30th anniversary of this beloved franchise. In one of the longest Pokemon Presents that we've seen in a while, we have just been shown some new information about projects, both new and old, in person experiences, and of course, the long anticipated reveal of Generation 10. So, without further delay, let's break things down together. At the start of the presents, we received a very unique collector item, the Game Boy Jukebox and the Pokemon Red and Blue Game Music Collection. This was modeled after the original Game Boy system. It included 45 cartridges with the original and iconic music from the Red and Blue games. It's a really cool product, but at the time of recording, it looks like it's already sold out. So I'm kind of scared to see how much it might be going for on the secondary marketplace, but with the 30th anniversary just starting, I'm expecting to see more products in collaborations with other companies and brands, celebrating the franchise in different ways. And those are going to trickle out over the next coming months and probably over the course of the entire year. We then got some information regarding the 2026 World Championships and the Pokemon XP fan experience happening in San Francisco later this year. The usual competitive games are going to be making their return, but it is important to note that the company did say that this year's video game competition is still being held on Pokemon Champions, which we will get to later on in this video. It's just nice to see that things are still rolling behind the scenes because it's been a while since we've heard about Champions. There's still a lot of details that we're unsure of. Now, speaking on the XP event, we were told that attendees should expect fun activities, interactive exhibits, trading and cosplay showcases, panels and workshops, partner collaborations, and of course, the Pokemon Center pop up store. The event is going to be happening during the World Championships between August 28th to the 30th. But according to their website, we can join the interest list to get passes starting on April 2nd, 2026 at 5 p.m. PDT and running until April 23rd. It appears like it's going to be a lottery system if we are wanting to get a ticket to attend, so I wish you the best in securing that pass. The trading card game announced that an anniversary set is going to be coming later this year with a global release, with more details like the actual release date to come later on. But just like the previous anniversary sets like Generations and Celebrations, we should expect fan favorite Pokemon, stunning artworks, and of course the nostalgia of previously released cards like Level X, Legends cards, Tag Team cards, the classic cards from the Wizards of the Coast era. I really enjoy anniversary sets. They're some of my favorite to open up. I love the Radiant collection from the 20th anniversary set, Generations. Classic collection was super fun to collect with Celebrations. So I'm really excited to see what they have in store for us this year. Just like previous Pokemon Presents, we then got the blitz of updates for their mobile games like Masters EX, Cafe Remix, Sleep, Unite, and TCG Pocket. They've been making minor announcements over the course of the last couple of weeks for these games, like new characters, new events, daily promotion gifts. So, if there's something that you really enjoy, if you have a favorite mobile game, I'd suggest checking out their official channel for more information. However, I did want to highlight Pokemon Go specifically because in a handful of months, we're actually going to be celebrating the 10th anniversary of the game. To celebrate Pokemon Day, Pokemon Go has announced a 30th anniversary event starting the first week of March that's going to be filled with Kanto Pokemon, Legendary and Ultra Beast raid battles, and a lot more wild spawns. And as we get closer to that 10th anniversary this summer and the upcoming Go Fest, I expect there's going to be other surprises to make this year extra special for Pokemon Go fans. Now, at this point, the presents becomes hit after hit for me. I love talking about the games and the consoles. It's what got me started as a Pokemon fan in the first place. We finally got a new update for Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. It is coming to the NSO services for the GameCube expansion pack starting March 2026. So, sometime in this next month, we're going to be revisiting the Ore region, doing tons of battles, collecting and purifying Shadow Pokemon. I'm super hyped for this. It's been over 20 years since I first played this game. I still have my GameCube and original copy of Gale of Darkness, so I'm excited to see what it looks like on the modern console. We're still waiting for some more updates for Pokemon Coliseum, and honestly, I was expecting Coliseum to come out first because, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Gale of Darkness is sort of a sequel, right? It came 2 years after Coliseum. So I'm curious what their decision making was in releasing Gale of Darkness first. But regardless, we have Gale of Darkness now. Pokemon Coliseum will come sometime in the future. And we also got some new news for some of the other retro games that are getting ported to the Switch. As many of you are already aware, they did announce that Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green were coming to the Switch and Switch 2 systems for Pokemon Day, and trainers are already hopping back into that classic pixel style of the Kanto region. Prior to the presents, we still had some questions about the game and their compatibility with Pokemon Home, since they took that verbiage out of the pre order details. But we did get confirmation that there will be home compatibility sometime in the future. They did not give us an exact date, and based on the graphics, it seems like we can only transfer Pokemon from Fire Red and Leaf Green to Pokemon Home and not vice versa. I never got the chance to play these games when they first came out, so I'm super excited to experience them for the very first time. I'll most likely do a playthrough on this channel, so if that's something that interests you, consider subscribing, and I hope you look forward to more Pokemon content in the future. What also excites me the most about this is the possibility of getting a mystery gift for completing the Fire Red and Leaf Green Pokédex in Pokemon Home. Usually we get some super rare shiny Pokemon, a mythical, so it just makes me wonder if we're going to be getting shiny Mew sometime in the future. Speaking of things compatible with Pokemon Home, we also got a release date for Pokemon Champions of April 2026 in a couple of months. That being said, the mobile version will have a different release date later this year, so it makes me wonder if there's actually going to be a mobile version for the World Championships this summer, or if that's something the company wants to worry about after this rotation. We've seen snippets of the features, the gameplay, the Pokemon and gimmicks that we're going to be able to play with. There's still a lot of details we don't know about Champions, and I'm ready to dive into the action. I've never interacted much with the competitive scene, only watching Worlds on occasion, so it's going to be really fun trying things out for the first time and what I'm assuming is going to be the standard experience for the foreseeable future. An additional mystery gift was announced for the Mega Dimension DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA, where players can encounter and Mega Evolve Garchomp into its C form. This mystery gift is available right now, along with the previous distributions for Diancie, Mewtwo, and their respective Megastones. I've had a ton of fun with this game. I've always made sure to hit rank A in every season thus far, using different teams, so I'll probably be giving this new Mega a whirl. With Pokopia being released in less than a week, it makes total sense for the Pokemon Presents to highlight this new addition to the game catalog, and it's shaping out to be a pretty in depth game with lots of mysteries to uncover. I've not pre ordered Pokopia yet, but every time I see some new information, a new teaser, the preview videos, I start to get the itch to pull out my credit card. We've received a decently sized trailer that highlighted new biomes, new abilities, new Pokemon forms like Stereo Rotom and a Greedent Chef, but it also confirmed that there's going to be legendary Pokemon in the game as we saw with Raikou. I have a bunch of friends that are super excited for this game, and they're super excited to use the multiplayer features, and I think I might just have to join them. Last but certainly not least, we got our first look at the 10th generation of Pokemon. It's the 30th anniversary. It's been about 4 years since Scarlet and Violet was released. We were all anticipating this reveal for Pokemon Presents. We got the new titles, Pokemon Winds and Waves, and this is going to be a Switch 2 exclusive. I'm super happy about that. After some of the shortcomings of the last generation on the Switch, this new game definitely needs to raise the bar and reinstill the player's faith with Game Freak. And with the first look and the new hardware at their disposal, I think they're doing just that. The graphics look good, the world is vibrant, it has that classic Pokemon allure of exploring a new part of the world. This is just how I feel after the first look, so I can only expect that the game's going to be even better by the time it actually gets shipped. Speaking of which, it's probably going to look that way because it's not coming out until 2027. It's probably the most important and surprising detail from the presents. I know a lot of people were expecting the game sometime later this year, but I was secretly hoping it might take them a little bit longer. This will become one of the longest development cycles between generations that I can remember, and that should signal to the fans that they actually want to create a polished, quality product. They don't want to rush the game just so they can get it into our hands. They would have had enough time to incorporate the details they want, fully shape the vision that they're looking for in these games, and create something that they're proud of. I'm loving the ocean and island vibes they're showing off in this first look. I was a big fan of Hoenn with Gen 3 and Alola with Gen 7, so I'm totally down for more water adventures and island hopping. Pokemon models look awesome, the environments and biomes they showed off look really cool, and I'm already in love with those three starters. I mean, come on, look at them. How could you not already love them? And are we going to be able to dress up our Pokemon? I know I was surprised when I saw those Pikachu at the door. Is that just special characters? Are we going to actually be having Let's Go features and be able to customize our Pokemon? But I'll talk about more of that stuff in a different video when we dive into this trailer. And I'll actually give my own hopes and wants for these new games. I'm super happy I started this channel alongside the 30th anniversary. I'm going to be showcasing gameplay, creating breakdown, and speculation videos as more and more information is revealed over the next coming months. So if you're excited as I am for these games and Pokemon in general, Subscribe to the channel and join us as we continue to share our love for this hobby. Take care for now and look out for more encounters in the tall grass.